Egg yolk, what is going on? Viewers of the tube, my name is Tyler and let me introduce you to the channel that is low-key Madman. Just like this psycho boy who just set a record on everyone's favorite Price is Right game.
This is a dream come true! $1! Yeah!
60 bucks.
You know our Plinko, it's time for Chico Crypto. So yesterday I made a video about what is going on here in the regulatory climate of the United States that just might allow for another alt season. A major case, Kissor vs. Wilkie, has changed our deference and weakened the regulators' defenses against banks and money service businesses, and their ability to bring legal and criminal charges against those who fail to adhere to the Bank Secrecy Act, including cryptos and fintech companies. So exchanges, altcoins, and payment processors have the peace of mind knowing that their relaxed KYC and AML compliance programs are okay to go, and their attorneys know they can win a fight in court. Thus, the amount of garbage that will flood the space is only going to ramp up. And the whales will use this time to get rid of their bags of dog poo-poo coins that have no future. In my opinion, they will pull off a mini alt season before the Bitcoin halving and before Ethereum 2.0 launch, which seems to be happening around the same time, to take BTC and Ether from people who FOMO into their pumped shat coins. And looking at the dominance chart, this is already happening. On January 14th, you can see the dip on Bitcoin and the spike on others, aka mostly crap coins. Since then, Bitcoin has been slowly decreasing while others has been increasing. Right now, BTC dominance is around 62.5% and others is nearly 12%. I would estimate BTC dominance to decrease to around 55% by late March, early April, while others will pump to around 15 to 18%. But after that, the whales will dump most of their alts, and then the FOMO into Bitcoin will begin, reversing the dominance fall. They are setting everyone up. But crypto and blockchain is the future, and in a sea of shit that will be created, I hope to identify the projects that are the future and will hold their value even when the whale altcoin dump comes. So I mentioned the whales will accumulate Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, and this is because DeFi is coming, and everyone is going to want their piece of this new financial pie. And a good place I have found, which includes projects that are actually building and contributing to a blockchain DeFi future, is the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, EA. The EA's overall goal is to accelerate the rate of adoption of Ethereum for its long list of corporations, enterprises, and institutions who are interested in blockchain technology. They are building an architecture stack which will, number one, foster a global developer community. Number two, allow interoperability between chains. Number three, provide a myriad of vendor choices. And number four, provide clear and robust testing and certification. And a fire has been lit under the arses of the EA as smart contracts and blockchain is becoming mainstream and crucial to their members' future operations. So, going to the EA board of directors, there are two members we need to focus on: Jeremy Millar of Consensys and Samar Falah of JP Morgan. These two members are on the leading board. Then earlier in the week, it was announced that JP Morgan was in talks to merge its blockchain platform Quorum with Consensys. But the specific financial details of the deal are still under wraps, but according to Reuters, will be announced in the next 6 months. So is it JP Morgan buying Consensys or Consensys buying Quorum? Well, it looks like the latter, because in the article it says around 25 people currently work on the Quorum team globally, and it is unclear whether they will join Consensys after the merger. People said familiar with the plans. Now, the reason this is big for Consensys is because Quorum, JP's private Ethereum fork, has had a major 2019. In 2017, JP Morgan created the Interbank Information Network, IAN, powered by Quorum, which is a cross-border payment system allowing financial institutions to transfer value in real time. Ripple and XRP, you shanking in your boots yet? Well, the IIN has grown rapidly since 2017. If we go to JP's website on the payments network, it's the largest live application. And according to the website, with an extensive network of banks, 397, IIN continues to grow and evolve into a robust ecosystem. Yup, nearly 400 banks from all over the world. The Americas, including Banco. Europe, including Danske and even Deutsche. Asia Pacific, including massive Chinese banks like China Zhangxi Bank. Shoot, even one of the largest government-owned banks in India, Union Bank of India. And finally, from Central and Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, a long list of the biggest banks in those regions. IIN is so much more powerful, bigger, and being used more than XRP's Ledger and Ripple's suite of corporate tools. And that IIN payment network is now in the hands of Consensys, which means it's also in the hands of Enterprise Ethereum and the EEA. Because if you go to Consensys' website, they have a full section highlighting Enterprise Ethereum and the EEA. So the importance of this is surely misunderstood, as Ethereum is eating XRP's entire use case and then some for dinner. Ethereum just acquired the largest active blockchain-based bank network, and they acquired the tools already built for this network, including JPM Coin and Zether, an anonymous transaction protocol built on Quorum, both being used in real time. So Consensys has a member who I have been mentioning on this channel for some time, John Wolpert, who is a Consensys group executive focused on Ethereum mainnet products and technology. He is also leading the Ethereum mainnet working group for the EEA. So, like a couple weeks ago, I mentioned Unibright and Chainlink are on the imminent task force along with AnyBlocks Analytics, and they will be focusing on connecting the Ethereum mainnet with ERP, CRM, and other corporate types of records, like with the giant SAP. Then I showed how Unibright has a partnership with Digital Asset and their DAML smart contracts, which is huge. Both those videos, if you want a deeper understanding of these developments, are in the description. But it's so funny how a single John Wolpert tweet can bring this all together. He tweeted that he will be speaking at a meetup with Oracle, DAML including Digital Asset, Unibright's confirmed partner, Chainlink, Consensys, and more. And if we go to the meetup itinerary, some interesting things. We can see John speaks about the mainnet 2020 4th, and then right after that is the demo SEO smart contract with Euro Payment by Johnny Huxtable of Linkpool. And looky here, from early Chainlink articles from all the way back when Sergey first founded smartcontract.com, we can see some of the product use cases, including another product is a contract for performing search engine optimization, SEO work. Parties can agree upon a set SEO standards, and when certain performance levels are achieved with verifiable search engine data, these parties then exchange financial compensation for work performed. Smart Contract thinks SEO is a perfect use case for trustless agreements based on this type of easily verifiable data source. Then if you go to Linkpool's GitHub, they have forked Rendora, which is a dynamic server-side rendering using headless Chrome to effortlessly solve the SEO problem for modern JavaScript websites. And then another Chainlink node group, Four Swords, has a massive repository for Chainlink information and documentation, including a Rendora guide. SEO about to be flipped on its head by Chainlink? Well, back to the meetup itinerary. As we could see, the second to last presentation is DAML, making contracts smarter and portable, and Dabble, the simplest way to deploy your DAML applications, by Vivek from Digital Asset. So now we have confirmation that Digital Asset and Chainlink are oh so close. And Chainlink is working on the EA Imminent group with Unibright, who has a partnership with Digital Asset and DAML. Connections becoming more clear? Now I'm getting a Chico feeling that Unibright might be more involved with the EA than we all know. So back in November, before all this EA madness hit the scene, they announced the Token Taxonomy Initiative, TTI, and the main partners were announced. Accenture, Adhara, Banco Santander, Consensys, Digital Asset, Hedera Hashgraph, IBM, Intel, and R3. Then around the same time, Microsoft announced its Azure blockchain tokens, and they would be built on the standards of the TTI. Well, since November, it has been quiet about this initiative, but seeing what was released by Unibright after November can possibly be a breadcrumb of their involvement. A month after the TTI was announced, Unibright released this Medium post, Unibright and Tokenization, and it dives deep into their plug-and-play puzzle piece builder of tokens, including STOs, which, if we go to John Wolpert's Medium, he gave this specific article the clap.
I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. Who wants the clap? I do.
Meaning he was keen on what they were doing. As we know, John is leading these EA main networking groups, including those of Unibright, but he also retweeted the formation of Imminent with these words: "The EA is getting stuff organized and getting stuff done, thanks to the great members driving the magic bus." And that includes Chainlink and Unibright. So his clap of the tokenization article, it means something. And if we go to the TTI GitHub, we can see images was the most recently updated, including the token designer. And look at the puzzle pieces and an easy to understand builder, kind of like Unibright. And going back to Unibright's tokenization blog post, at the end they say, "When we outline and describe our vision for a 360-degree security token platform, we specifically take a look at the potential that is in it for Unibright. And that is, provide code generation, token definition and issuing, derivatives, portfolio building, provide monitoring, data analysis, simulation, and provide integration, tokens, platforms, asset managers on and off chain." And Unibright has a case study of this with a major German enterprise, Deutsche Bahn Railways, where they tokenized their entire ecosystem, bringing together all connected services around travel, tickets, vouchers, local transport, accommodation, and the local train networks. This came in the form of a front-end consumer-facing app and portal called DB Connector. And regarding the back-end, the Unibright Workflow Designer. Different tokens and their interplay were modeled visually. In this case, the conversion rate between two different tokens. And from that builder, events that may affect the number of tokens needed for redemption can be defined. So, a simple visual token design for enterprises. Methinks that is something the enterprises of the EEA are looking for. Cheers, I'll see you next time.